Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Gala Games price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Gala Games chart, where we have managed to break above a high that we made at around the $0.05574 mark. Gala Games has also continued to obey the Elliot structures, and at the time of this recording we are trading above the 20-day MA, and we are showing a lot of strength here on trading view, because you can see that the market is up by 14.42%, which is a very nice bounce to the upside. And before I get further into the technical analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening, and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Gala Games, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that had been obeying the Elliot structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot structure in blue having the wave 5 completing the formation of that higher Elliot count 1 to the upside, and also making its peak at around the $0.05574 mark. And after seeing the high for that first wave to the upside, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of a second wave, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. That gave me a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and that is the minimum that I expected that second wave to the lower side to do. And you can see here on the charts we saw that ABC corrective structure right here, having this as the wave A, then a wave B, then a wave C, seeing a reaction of the fib level 0.382, and after seeing a reaction of the fib level 0.382, we started the formation of this wave 3 to the upside. And to also confirm that the wave 3 to the upside has now started, we have managed to break above the wave 1 high, which is a very good confirmation that we have started the formation of that wave 3 to the upside. And starting by sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.1053 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Gala Games to do in the formation of this wave 3. And in the formation of that wave 3, which is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 3, and I believe that is also playing out over here, because you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure right here in red, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3. And by first getting to see whether the second wave right here has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do, by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, the minimum that we expected a second wave to do is between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and you can see we retrace back into that target area. And after seeing the low for that second wave, you can see we are seeing a very nice bounce to the upside in what we are terming as the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside so that I can give you my next target areas here on the Gala Games chart by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.07316 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Gala Games to do. Then once we see the high for that wave 3, we can expect a retracement in the formation of this wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to fully maximize our target area at around the $0.1 mark in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3. So that is what I'm expecting here on the Gala Games chart, and it's not too late to get into Gala Games, and that is not financial advice, because there are chances that this pump might continue pushing even higher and fully maximize our target area at around the $0.07 mark. And to also get to see whether on the RSI any further movements to the upper side will still be supported, We can first take a look at the RSI. Here on the RSI, you can see we are trading at around the 81 mark, meaning we have managed to get into the overbought region. So we need to be very careful over here because there are chances of seeing a bit of a corrective structure so that we can create a room on the RSI for us to continue supporting further movements to the upper side. And also taking a look at the MACD. On the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, and we're also seeing an increase in the buying momentum. If I also take a look at the volume indicator, here on the volume indicator, we are still seeing an increase in at the moment we are seeing a bit of an increase in the selling momentum, meaning there are chances of seeing a bit of a short-term bearish movement here on the charts, so that we can also try to create some room on the RSI to fully support that movement to the upper side, to fully maximize our target area at around the $0.0736 mark. But as long as we are holding above the wave 1 high, these move to the upper side back to around the $0.0736 mark, I believe it must play out, and that is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios, and giving you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the daily chart, you can see that I have this Elliot structure in red. And from these low prices that we had been trading here on the Gala Games chart, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.85 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing low prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.015 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 2. And after seeing the low for this second wave, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and this is what I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios. And I have a target area back to around the $1.36017 mark in the formation of that wave 3, and also getting to see whether Gala Games is getting above the fib level 0.88 by connecting the Fibonacci's from this low down there to the all-time high. The fib level 0.88 perfectly lies at around the $0.1155 mark, and that is a very key significant area on the Fibonacci's that you also need to manage to break above. And once that happens, then I believe Gala Games will be getting back into the recovery phase, and then from there we can continue pushing even higher in the formation of this higher Elliott wave count 3. So let's continue watching the high for that higher Elliott wave count 1 at around the $0.05574 mark. Also continue watching the 20-day MA, because once we lose it, then we might see a bit of a bearish movement. But also remember that we have a target area that we have to fully maximize at around the $0.07 mark, and that is what I'm expecting on the short term and also on the long term scenarios, and I'll be keeping you updated.